Hi YouTubers, we're back at the Discus tank and everybody is alive and well and thriving. These guys have been eating and fighting and growing and just being really cool. Discus. And the tank looks awesome right now. It's hard to believe that we ever went through the nightmare that we did. When you look at these guys now, they just look amazing. And I just wanted to try to get some decent video to show you what these guys are doing and how they look. Their fins are repairing, regenerating. It's amazing how they can do that. They regrow scales, they regrow their fins. They're amazing fish. And they're hardy. They must be, to go through what they've gone through now with me and my stupid mistakes. But live and learn, hopefully. And here they are, back to being aggressive. The two males are always fighting. And people, I still get questions about aggression. And I still get people, willing to separate their fish, thinking that that's going to solve anything. It solves nothing. It really doesn't. I mean, you can keep swapping out fish, but you're always going to have a pecking order. You're always going to have a hierarchy of fish. And because these are cichlids, and that's the nature of this type of fish, they get talked about as if they're these gentle, quiet, delicate little flowers of fishes, but they're not. They're cichlids. They can, even though they school, they can be territorial. Let me tell you, when they're under stress, they school. They can form a big shoal of fish and they stay together. When they're not stressed and they have a little area, they become territorial. So each one of these fish will claim an area, and depending on where they are in the hierarchy, the top one, which is over here, she chooses this section of the tank. I'd say it's a good quarter of the tank. And she's pushing everybody out of her area right now. Now this Turk up here, the male, he just fights with everybody. And his area is way over here to the left, where the snakeskin is now. But he's hanging out with his girlfriend right now, who kind of goes all over the place looking for food. Usually she's just floating right here. I think they're looking at me thinking I'm going to feed them. So it's kind of hard to catch them in their really natural behavior, because I affect that behavior. But generally speaking, when I'm not around, or when I'm far enough away where they can't see me, they fight, they claim their territory, and then they defend their territory. And that's the way they are. And people that are new to the fish, they get these juveniles and they do the same thing. And they think, oh my God, I have a bully fish and he's bullying everybody and he's horrible, he's picking on this poor younger little fish. And they feel sorry for him, and that's understandable. But you can't fix it. I mean, seriously, you cannot fix it. You have to accept the bullying. You have to accept the aggressive nature, because that's the nature of cichlids. And you know what? There's beauty in it. If you really get to understand what's happening behind the behavior, there is beauty in it. This male right now is posturing to his female. Did you see that? He just went over there and kind of what they call flash, but he didn't really flash. He just kind of rubbed up against that, and it's a posturing. They don't always do it because they're irritated. So he's showing off for his female, which is right here. That's Jojo. You can hear my cat meowing in the background. That's Kiki. So yeah, they're back to being aggressive. This guy's going to come up and challenge this guy. These are both males. Sometimes these two blue ones go at it so bad, you would think they're going to kill each other. And they never kill each other. Sometimes they do a little bit of damage where they'll nip a fin, or they'll One will get a little bit of scale damage, but it's usually harmless. You can see their streamers are growing back. It's funny, when they were sick, they kind of disintegrated or something. They weren't that long. Let's see if I can get his. See him growing there? They're getting really long, really fast, which is so cool. And I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you guys, why do some have streamers and some do not? I have no idea. And if anyone does know, let me know, because I would love to know why that is. I've heard that females can also get streamers. I don't have any that have them, but both of my males have them, and they can get pretty long. See his right there? Pretty cool. Let's see if I can get the snake skins too. There's his right there. You can barely see it. He's so dark. Let's see. I can focus in here. Wow, he looks really dark right now. Hiding in the shadows, stealthy. He's a tough guy, that one. He looks so dark in this video, but he's not that dark. He's really, really healthy looking. Look at that blue. And I've noticed that we're starting to get some breeding behavior with the female. And I guarantee you, if I were to do a water change with some colder water, just some cooler water, even by a degree or so, they'd really go into breeding. But I don't want to do that right yet, because they're just getting over a major illness, and I don't think that would be wise of me to do. So I'm just feeding them really good, keeping the water clean, letting them do their thing. And I'm debating whether or not I should put the silver dollars back in here. I'm almost thinking I'm not going to do it. Their energy doesn't really match these guys. I thought it would be okay, and it might be okay, but I just don't know if I'm going to like it. They're a totally different fish. They have a totally different energy. And I think I just might keep it with Discus, Cories, and some Plecos. Maybe Cardinals. Maybe I'll put the Cardinals back in here. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you what was going on and how these guys look. Let me show you this big mama over here. She's the most relaxed because she's the top of the pecking order, and she just does her thing. Nobody bothers her. She's like, I'm living life. It's good. Love her fins. They look like they're painted with a paintbrush. Isn't that wild? See if I can focus in better on that. Love it. She is a pretty, pretty pigeon blood. But they're all pretty. They're all cool in their own way. So, that's about it, fish people. Hope all is well. Talk to you later.